So let's join our hands and close our eyes. Take a deep breath in, out. Take a deep breath in, out. Take a deep breath in, out. Thank you, universe, for giving us this divine time. Thank you, universe, for being with us during this divine time. Thank you, universe, for guiding us as to what we need to do for today's day. Thank you, universe, for guiding us that we go deep inside us and know ourselves and help others too. Thank you, universe, for giving us the understanding how important it is to live the way we want to live than to be in stress. Thank you, universe, for all the guidance what you're giving through this journey. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to help the beautiful souls. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sabirji, can you mute yourself? I think you are not on mute, so there's some sound coming. Today's chapter is about, I'll just give you a little hint about all the things we eat. Okay, and it's going to be a very important chapter because we think we take things very lightly. We are like, always taking things for granted. So today we are going to learn how to be thankful for the things we have. So today's chapter is, we are on the day 8, right? Everyone knows? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So today's chapter is the magic ingredients. So what are ingredients? Who will tell me what are ingredients?
Is it our feelings or emotions?
No, what is the ingredients? Like you do cooking, right?
Yeah, cooking is that the things what we use in the cooking, like,
Yeah.
while we cook.
Yes. Right. So we have, we have to put magic in all other things also. I think Mangalji, you are on this thing mute. Please put and go to unmute because then small sounds keep on coming in the recording. Okay, so the magic ingredient. Okay, you can see the magic happening in this picture. You can see this is a glass of water here. A thankful heart had a continual feast. W.J. Cameron, 1879 to 1953, journalist and businessman. See what has he written? A thankful heart had a continual feast. Means what? The heart which is thankful will be having continuous parties, will be having feast. Feast is what, when you have some celebration or function, where you are celebrating. So a thankful heart had a continual feast, will have a continuous feast, means you'll enjoy your life like kings and queens, you will be full of joy, you will be full of happiness, and you will start feel, I'm really telling the leave about money, leave about everything, the first thing, there's some different kind of, happiness feeling inside you, where you might have not felt that type of happiness, because usually what happens is happiness is something really very, when you are really very happy, you might have not felt that type of happiness, when now you feel that happiness. So happiness is you will have a such a feeling, where you will really feel so nice and happy throughout the day, throughout your, your work every day. You will not feel, that you are depressed, you're down. And even if you go down, you will come back to it. So giving thanks for the food, so that is the ingredient. Giving thanks for the food before you eat is a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back to the ancient Egyptians. Okay. So in all our traditions, if you go to see, we all have religious traditions where we say thank you for the food before we eat, right? Each tradition has that, right? We say thank you for the food. We say thank you that we are eating today the food and everything. So it is like from thousand and thousand years, it is like they have been following this practice. But with the fast pace of life in the 21st century, taking the time to thanks a meal has more often than not been left behind. Very true. Like we today, we don't have that much time that we say thank you. The moment food comes, we start eating, right? But using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life. See, this book is really, structured so well, everything she has covered, what is necessary in the life. So using simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exponentially. So you'll have great and great amounts of happiness in your life. If you think about a time when you were really hungry, you will remember that you could not think or function normally. Remember, just close your eyes. There might have been a time when you were really hungry and you just wanted कि बस खाना आ जाए सामने, बस खाना आ जाए. So how do you how do you feel? Okay, खाना आ जाए सामने, right? So how do you feel that time? कि बस मेरे पास खाना आ जाए, मेरे पास खाना आ जाए, and I just want to eat. And how your body that time feels, your body has just given up. You just want, keep us, I'm feeling hungry. This happens to me, when I go for observations now, because I don't take my tiffin. So when I come back at night, 7:30, I feel so hungry that I just feel, I should change, wash my hands and sit to eat food. So that is, because your body is demanding that energy. So imagine how important that food is today. Realize the importance of food and water. You will remember that you could not think or function normally. Your body felt weak. You might have started to tremble. Your mind became confused and your feelings plummeted. All of this can happen after not eating for just few hours. Even when you are fasting, it becomes so difficult, right? You're not able to fast because your body is demanding that energy. So you need food to live, to think, and to feel good. So there is a great deal to be grateful for about food. So see, food not only helps you to think, to feel good, but you have to be grateful for the food because it is not only giving you energy, but it helps you to think. It makes your cells, it makes your blood, everything is formed due to that. To, to feel even more gratitude for food, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to you having food to eat. For you to eat fresh fruit and the vegetables, the growers had to plant and nurture the fruit and the vegetables, and the continuous watering, protecting them over many months until they were ready for harvesting. Then there are pickers, the packers, the distributors, and the transportation people who drive enormous distances day and night, all of them working together in perfect harmony to ensure that every fruit and vegetable is delivered fresh to you and is available year round. So imagine today, just how many people are working, and all the five elements, dharti, akash, pani, hawa, okay, agni, all help you to prepare your food. If there would have not been gas, you would have not been able to cook food. If there would have not been sun, the food would not have been grown. So soil, very important. And imagine the farmers, they work so hard in the fields, they plow, then they look into that the season is, proper, whether in this season, this food can be grown. And then they protect the crops from the pest, and all the different weathers also. So how difficult, we don't realize what work they are doing. We are only, what you say, we are only looking into what you say, we are getting food, that is enough. But we never think, for all these details, this is what we are getting right in our hands. But we have never felt about it that we should be thankful about it. So there are pickers, packers, then the transporters, the trucks who bring this food to us, every day the trucks are moving, to get the food. We never realized all these things. We just say that we go to the market, we pay money, we get the food items or we get the fruits and vegetables. But we never paid attention to the hard work which is being done at the back end. So today we need to be thankful, for the food. So, and the distributors and the transportation people who drive enormous distances day and night. Imagine, just imagine today, हमारे पास सब पैसा रहता था, सब पैसा है, but we don't have food because people are not growing food. Would we be able to get the food? हमारे पास पैसा है, हम खरीद सकते हैं, but there is no people who are growing food. What would have happened? So farmers are so important. All of them working together in perfect harmony to ensure that every fruit and vegetable is delivered fresh to you and is available year round. Think about the meat growers, okay, who do the poultry, who do the fishermen, the dairy farmers, to get us milk, coffee and tea growers, and all the packaged food companies who work tirelessly to produce the food we eat. See now, the the companies are making, ready to make food and everything to make things easy, because since our economy is increasing, we are working, we have moved into the 21st century, things are changing. So they are making our work easy. Have we been thankful for that, that our work became easy because we got something ready made to eat? There are times, when we don't have anything, then we say, chalo, Maggie bana lete, right? So at least we should be thankful that there is something to eat. So the world's food production is breathtaking orchestration that takes place every day and is unfathomable that it all works when you think about the number of people involved in maintaining the world's food and drink supplies to the stores, restaurants, supermarkets, cafes, airplanes, schools, hospitals, and every home on the planet. See, we get food in all the canteens in the hospitals. We have canteens in the schools. We have food cafes at the airport. We have so in the supermarkets we have restaurants, where if you don't feel like cooking today, you can go and have food, because without food you cannot remain, right? So this means, it is a breathtaking orchestration, means all together, all the elements of all the world, all the things in the universe are working together to give us this food. All the elements like food, air, water, fire, all these things, help us to get the food to us. So food is a gift. It is a gift of nature, because there would be nothing for any of us to eat if nature didn't supply us with soil. So imagine how soil, dharti, is so important. So be thankful to dharti, nutrients and the water to grow food. Without water, there would be no food, vegetation, animals, or human life. We use water to cook our meals, grow our food, maintain our gardens, supply our bathrooms, sustain every vehicle that moves, support our hospitals, fuel, mining, and manufacturing industries, enable transportation, make our roads, make clothes, and every consumer product and appliance on the planet, make plastic, glass, and metal, make life-saving medications, and build our homes and every other building and structure. And and water keeps our bodies alive. Water, 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 glorious water. So if if water would have not been, just think today, close your eyes and just think, if water would have not been there today, what would have happened? So water is used in so many things, food, vegetation, animals, human life, cooking, supplying in the bathroom, hospitals, fuel, even industries need water. If they would have not got water, they would have not been able to make the products. So there are so many things which water can do. So, if there is magic on this planet, it is contained in water. Lauren Aisley, 1907, to 1977, anthropologist and natural science writer. What has he written? If there is magic on this planet, it is contained in water. Read this again. If there is magic on this planet, it is contained in the water. So from today onwards, whenever you see the food, when the food plate comes in front of you, first thing, sometimes, I know today it has become an custom, to sit on the dining table, but sometimes sit down. Sit down, take your plate and sit down on the floor and eat, because there you are connected with your dharti, that is your earth element. So when you start sitting, so that time you will have another different type of feeling. So start sitting down sometimes, to eat food. And when the food plate comes in front of you, just look at it. That is called observer effect. Just look at it for 2 minutes before you start eating. Just look at it, and from your heart, just say thank you for this food. This food is giving me energy. This food is keeping me energetic every day. In the morning you have your breakfast. The moment the breakfast comes in front of you, the plate comes in front of you, say thank you. Say thank you for that food. Say thank you that I got this food to eat. Say thank you for the person who cooked the food. It could be your wife, it could be your maid, it could be anyone. So just say thank you for that. Take the plate in your hand before you start eating and just say that this food is giving me energy. This food is making me energetic and I am healed through this food. And water. Why did I ask you to take the water today? At the end, we will be doing this session with the water, how to charge your water to keep yourself energetic or to heal anything. See, food and water are one things which can help you to heal. So why people say, now you might be seeing many people saying heal yourself through foods, lose your weight through foods. So food is really a healer, but we are not seeing food as a healer. We are always saying that food we need is for energy, but food can really help us to heal. So whenever food comes in front of you, say thank you for it. Say thank you from your heart. You can also further, when you in the chapter 13, we will be teaching you how to, speak about your dreams, write about your dreams. So when you start eating this food, or drink water, if you say your dream or if you say what you want to the food or the water, it really creates magic. And I have done that experiment with myself also. So whenever food comes, you say, if you're having some health challenge, you just take the food plate in your hand, it has come, and you just say, this food is nourishing me. This food is nourishing me. I have become of 60 kg weight. Suppose you want to lose weight, whatever ideal weight you want, you just say, this food is making me of 60 kgs. This food is healing my knees, like this food is reaching to my legs. This food is helping my stomach, and it is getting digested properly. So whenever you speak such words to the food, you will start getting those things inside yourself and you'll start feeling it also. Because water is very, very important. Remember, we had spoken about Dr. Emoto, if you remember. Dr. Emoto was the Japanese scientist who worked on that which I had told you, on rice and water experiment he had done. If you have not seen that, please go today again on YouTube and do it and try to do the rice experiment, because when you will do it, you will, start, what you say, you will start believing it. Okay. So whenever you see the food or water, think that that water is an healer. If you remember, I think in many of our religions, they give you Ganga Jal or they give you water, even the Maulanas, what they do, if you go and tell them that I'm not well, or if anyone is sick in the house, they take the water bottle and they pray something and they give you that water to drink. What are they doing? Who will tell me? Please unmute yourselves. Please unmute yourself and tell me what are they doing.
They're kind of transferring the positive energy into the water. That's what
Okay.
I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Affirmation, affirmation, blessing, affirmation.
They are doing blessings or affirmation. Okay. Yes, Tasneem, can you tell me? we have our Maulanas doing that, when we go, now they give us water when we say that we are not sick, we are sick or something. What do they do?
I just forgot. You told me, but I just don't
Yes,
remember. Let me.
I can't hear you.
Wait. Mm. I'm not sure, Maria.
Okay. Okay. So what do they do is basically what yesterday I said, placebo effect. Okay. And we start believing, right? But the same thing, that powerful energy we have inside ourselves, because God has created each one as the same. So whatever we want and we do it on our water, we are going to achieve it. Okay. So suppose
Sorry,
now, yes.
and this placebo effect is the same, Dr. Placebo, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Placebo.
thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so now if you take this bottle of water, okay, can you see the bottle of water of mine? Take the water in your hands. Let's do it together now. Take the bottle in your hand, okay, and just observe this water for 2 seconds. Okay, just observe the water. Keep on looking at the water. Now just say, thank you, water, for being my life. Thank you, water, for giving me that energy which I need throughout the day. Thank you, water, for helping me to maintain my ideal weight. Thank you, water, for keeping me cool and calm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now drink that water. Take one sip and feel that. This is how you charge your water. Like, you look at it for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or at least 1 minute, and then you feel very thankful to the water. You say thank you, for the water, because in Hindi we say Jal Pita. Okay. For Dharti we say Dharti Ma. You might have heard in all the songs also. For Jal we say Jal Pita, and for air we say Guru. Now, how these elements teach us, you will be understanding further as we go with the chapters. So, water is going to help how we can charge our own water every day in the morning. We do it every day in the morning when we start our class at 4:44. We charge our waters. Now charging the waters, like we say thank, and whatever your dream is or whatever you want today, or you want to remain energetic, I just say simple words that I am energetic today. I only need that so that I am energetic throughout the whole day, that I am able to do my work. तो जब मैं अपना काम पूरा दिन अच्छी तरीके से विद एनर्जी से कर पाती हूँ, मैं ये बोलती हूँ मेरे पानी को कि हे जल देवता, मुझे अपने जैसा बनाने के लिए शुक्रिया, मुझे एनर्जेटिक बनाने के लिए शुक्रिया. That is what I speak to the water. So basically you start speaking to the water. And remember, in the Dr. Emoto's experiment, we have seen that water has memory. Okay, I had explained with the rice and the water experiment that water has memory. He was a Japanese scientist. He kept the three different bottles of water, and for one, he said hate, and one he ignored, and on one he wrote love, and then he kept on saying all loving things to that water. And when these three waters were checked under what you say microscope, then they were able to understand how different the patterns of the water had changed. So that is, go and check it on the YouTube, Dr. Emoto's experiment, of Japanese scientists, because that would really help you to believe कि yes, water has memory. See, water has memory. It remembers whatever you say. So you can also say your affirmation. So see, when we go to our sadhana, when we go to our Maulanas, what do? Is they say the prayers and they give it to us, right? So that we may heal. So they are giving us the healing prayers. So we also can speak to the water and get ourselves healed. So where would we be without food and water? We simply wouldn't be here. None of our family or friends would be here either. We wouldn't have this day or any tomorrow. But here we are on this beautiful planet together, living life with its challenges and ecstatic joys because of nature's gifts of food and water. So, see how important food and water is. To say the simple magic words, thank you, before you eat or drink anything is an act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food and water. The incredible thing is that when you are grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life. Your gratitude also impacts the world supply. So, when you are saying thank you for your food, whatever you eat, or for the water, you are being grateful for not only just for your food, but it is, moving, that gratitude is moving whole world's supply so that we have a good supply of all the foods. If enough people felt gratitude for food and water, it would actually help the people who are starving and in great need. By the law of attraction and Newton's law of action and reaction, the action of mass gratitude must produce an equal mass reaction, which would change the circumstances of scarcity of food and water for everyone on the planet. So, if you, like Newton's law says, for every action there is an equal reaction. So, if you all are praying together, if all are being thankful for the food and water, imagine how the food supply will increase, and there would be no starving in the world or on this planet. In addition, your gratitude for food and water keeps the magic continuing in your life. And you will see tremendous, change in your health also. Even if you say to your water that I'm healthy today, I'm healthy every day. And if you want a perfect weight or you want a perfect health or you want to remain cool and calm, anything what you want, if you say to your water every morning and charge it, first by saying thank you to the water and then saying what you want, you will feel that. And when you will drink that water, take a sip in the mouth, and keep it for some time and feel that, and you take it inside. So you'll really start feeling that magic. Your gratitude for food and water keeps the magic continuing in your life, and it will weave its glorious golden thread through everything that is dear to you, everything that you love, and everything that you're dreaming of. So all your dreams will also start, accomplishing if you are, talking to your water also. So if you talk about your dream, if you whatever you want, if you tell that water also, you will start taking those actions. In ancient times, people believed that when they blessed their food and water with gratitude, it purified whatever they were blessing. And when you look at the theories and the discoveries that quantum physics have made in recent times, such as the observer effect, the ancients may very well have been right. The observer effect in the quantum physics refers to the changes that the act of observation makes on whatever is being observed. So, see, this line is very important. Write it down. The observer effect in the quantum physics refers to the changes that the act of observation makes on whatever is being observed. So, अगर आप प्यार चाहते हो, अगर आप कोई गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड अट्रैक्ट करना चाहते हो, then also you can just look at the eyes of that person and you can attract. So that is called the observer's effect. So if you are wanting anything, and if you focus, that is what it says, where you focus your where your energy goes, or you focus, your energy flows. So the observer effect in the quantum physics says that the act of observation means you keep on observing that thing continuously, okay, and you get it inside you. So now suppose if I want a ideal weight figure of Shilpa Shetty, okay, what will I do? If I keep on looking at Shilpa Shetty's figure every day, every day, every day, every day, what will happen? I will start working towards it. I will start taking those actions because I'm observing that. If you have a dream to travel somewhere, keep a picture of it. keep a picture of it, what I had done. I had received this card, I don't know, in some, we had bought a global visa card. So I had got this card. So from the day this card came, I kept it in front of my table that it's travel time, before I went to my Bangkok trip. So it's travel time. It was reminding me, see, the card has some bags and everything. So I kept on, looking at it every time. "Okay, it's travel time. It's travel time," means I'm going to travel. Plus, now I got, in the flight, I got this. See, the flight people, when I gave them the thank you card, they thanked me, writing Miss Godrawala, the flight name, like 6C1051 crew cabin, because the cabin crew, I had given them small thank you cards. So they gave me this. So this also I've kept now because it has an aeroplane, it is showing me that and it is written, "Hope to see you soon again." And when they gave me this, I told them, yes, very soon I will be flying again. So what did I do? What did I do? I just said, "Okay, I'm going to come back again," because I have that belief that I'm going to travel again very fast. So you have to speak what you want. Okay, you have to speak what you want to the water, to the food, and you see the difference. You will start getting that. So the observer effect in the quantum physics refers to the changes that the act of observation makes on whatever is being observed. Imagine if focusing gratitude on your food and drinks changed the energy structure and purified them so that everything you consumed had the ultimate effect of well-being on your body. Read this line again. See, if you are saying thankful, and whatever you are consuming, it will have a very good effect on your body. आपकी body पे इतना अच्छा असर होना शुरू हो जाता है. And this is what I do in my practices also. I have started saying thank you for everything, for the food I eat, even a small chana or small chips, what you eat, Though you know that time what happens, you're feeling you're eating unhealthy. But what I have started doing, I have started saying that it is nourishing me. I used to not eat vada pav. I never ate samosa. So now when I travel and there is a everyone is having, and my children say, "Mummy, have." I don't say no. I at least take 2 3 bites and then I say, I'm this food is nourishing me. So that my mind does not take me that I'm eating unhealthy food. So anything you eat, it helps, to your body is getting energy. Plus, it is having a well-being effect on you. You start feeling very nice. You start feeling healthy. So if you want to be healthy, if your head is paining, just take the water, look at it for 2 minutes, and just keep it on that. Speak, that I'm healthy. My head pain is gone. I'm healed of my head pain. I'm healed of my head pain. Keep on saying to it for at least 5 minutes, and then just drink that water and see the magic. I want you all to experiment it. Please take the experience yourself, because unless you will experience it yourself, you will not have that belief. So one of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude instantly with food and drinks is to really savor what you are eating or drinking. मजे लेके खाओ, मजे लेके पियो. Even the things which you don't like, even if suppose you have been given in the plate the things which have come, and in your plate but you do not like, उसको भी thank you बोल के खा लो. So you will start liking that thing. So when you savor your food or drinks, you are appreciating them or being grateful. As an experiment, next time you are in the middle of eating of food or drinking any liquid, when you take a mouthful, concentrate on the taste of the food in your mouth or the flavor of the liquid before you swallow it. So whenever you are eating, just take one bite. Keep it in your mouth. Keep on chewing it. And when you're chewing it, now just say thank you. Thank you for this food. Thank you for this food. This food is healing me. This food is very energetic. So you will see the difference in your body also. You will start feeling energetic. You will start feeling happy. You will see all the differences what you are expecting from your body also. Even when you drink a sip of water, the moment you put a sip of water, keep it for some time in the mouth and just say thank you and then gulp it down. You will find that when you focus on the food and or drink in your mouth and savor it, the flavor seems to export. So you'll see uska flavor bhi change ho jayega. the flavor will start changing. The whatever food you are eating, आपको उसका टेस्ट और अच्छा लगने लग जाएगा, वो और डिलिशियस हो जाएगा. And when you don't focus, the flavors weaken dramatically. And if you are just eating the food, आपने लिया, खाना आ गया सामने, आप फोन में हो और साथ में खा रहे हो, nothing is going to happen. You will not understand the flavor and you will not feel happy also what you have eaten. And then that will not affect also on your body. So it's your energy of the focus and the gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. Please mark the sentences properly. Yeah? Read this properly. It's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. So it is, that is why people used to say, sit together with the family, talk, nice things, and then eat food, because that energy, what you are giving that time, on what you're focusing on happiness. You're talking about happy things, So that food is also hearing. So all the food which is going inside you is helping to heal you and enhance your flavors and give energy to your body. Before you eat or drink anything today, whether you are about to eat a meal or a piece of fruit, even if you are eating a piece of fruit or a snack, or have a drink of anything, include water, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink. So I have tea in the morning. I'm used to tea. So the moment first I get up, I have water. So whenever I take that water, I, first say thank you for that water. Then if you're having your tea, look at the tea for 2 minutes. And then the moment it goes inside my mouth, now automatically, I don't have to recall. Because now I've gone into the practices, तो मेरे मन में automatically आ जाता, thank you for this lovely tea. I say, thank you for this lovely tea. So you are about to eat or drink, and in your mind or out loud, say the magic words, thank you. And if you can, just take one mouthful, really savoring it. So keep it in your mouth, and take some time to chew it and say thank you that time, and then you gulp it down. It will not only increase your enjoyment, it will help you to feel far more gratitude. Even your feelings of gratitude will increase, because you will feel really happy for that food, that you got food to eat. You have to really be very thankful for the people who are growing food, then the people who cook food for you. If you get bread, say thankful for the bakery people that they make bread. You don't have to sit and make the bread. Butter, there are so many things. There are so many things, which you get free. Means free in the sense, see, you pay money. But imagine if those things would have not been there. Would you be able to, eat bread and butter? Would you be able to eat those fruits? There are people who are trying to grow the fruits which are not locally grown. So at least you are getting those fruits. So be thankful. What we do is we complain, अरे ये तो इधर मिलता नहीं है, ये लोग नकली बनाते हैं, they are making all this and they are giving it to us. But at least be thankful that they are trying to, bring those fruits to you. So be thankful for all the things today, from today onwards, not only for today, but from today onwards. Promise yourself that I'm going to be thankful for whatever I eat. I'm telling you, even if you eat a little chana or if you eat one sweet, now when I go for these observations in the school, the children come in, to give the birthday chocolates. So when they see me sitting in the class and I'm observing, they come to me also and they give it, so I bless them and I say thank you for this chocolate, and I then, I eat, when I'm eating that chocolate, whenever I'm free or traveling back, I really say thank you that today I got this chocolate. My God, I mean, it is so amazing. I never expected that I'll get today a chocolate. But see how people come and give you things, and maybe that time I needed it because my mouth was, like very thirsty, or feeling like having something that time because I don't take my food. So see how people come and give you things, universe starts working to get those things towards you, which you have already in the mind. So even if you're thinking in the subconscious mind, यार काश मैं आज chocolate लेके आई रहती थी, or if I would have got a chocolate with me, you will start getting things. It is just that your practices are very important. So I wave my fingers over the food. So you can also try something I do, which helps me feel even more gratitude. Whenever I say magic words, I wave my fingers over my food or drink as though I'm sprinkling them with magic dust. and I imagine the magic dust instantly purifies everything it touches. This one chapter will be coming further, magic dust. So you will be understanding more about it. What is magic dust? So, what she's saying is that she does with the hand like that, like as if she's sprinkling, thank you, thank you, thank you, my food. So that is called magic dust. With your hands, you do this. Then in one of the she also is saying further, I'll read that. I'm sprinkling them with magic dust, and I imagine that the magic dust instantly purifies everything it touches. Does this has helped me really feel that gratitude is the magic? Sorry, doing this has helped me really feel that gratitude is the magic ingredient, and I want to add it to everything I eat and drink. If you find it more effective, you can imagine that you have a shaker of magic dust in your hand and you are shaking the magic dust out of the shaker all over your food before you eat it and into every drink. So here she's saying, you can imagine that you have those salt and pepper shakers, right? You pour with this. So you can keep one empty one also with you. If you are not getting into that practices of remembering, that to sprinkle or say thank you to your food, you can keep that, and so that it brings feeling to you that you're really being grateful. And you can take that, like those salt and pepper, the empty one cans, and you can just put, do like that and say, I'm thank you for the food. Thank you. I'm thank you for the food which is healing me. Thank you. This food is giving me good health. Thank you. This food is making me calm. Thank you. This food is really healing my legs. If you're having any in any area you are having some breakdown, it could be any area, especially for your health. This practice is really really going to help you, really really going to help you. So anytime, if you are sitting and you're eating something, just say thank you. The moment you put one thing in your mouth, that thank you immediately should come out in your mouth. So if any time during the day you forget to say the magic words, thank you before you eat or drink. See, she is giving us a tip also. See, if any time during the day you forget to say the magic words, thank you before you eat or drink anything, as soon as you remember, close your eyes, go back in your mind to the time when you forgot, visualize yourself in your mind for a second or two before you ate or drank and say the magic words. So if you forget to be grateful for the food and drinks multiple times in a day, then repeat the same practice tomorrow. So here she's giving you a guideline. This is your lifeline. Suppose I forgot to say thank you to my food because I was out and we were talking, we were enjoying with friends and, with colleagues or office people, but I forgot to say thank you. So she's saying, then go back to that time when you're sitting alone and think all about it. You have to visualize what was there in your plate. Okay, I had a chapati, I had an egg, or I had dal, rice, and you have to visualize that you are having dal, rice. Close your eyes and visualize, okay, and then you're sitting in front of that plate, and then you start saying thank you to it. So say thank you that time, the moment you remember. But be very particular that whenever you are eating or drinking, you should say thank you to your food from today onwards. You can't afford to miss a single day in building your gratitude. Your dreams depend upon it. See, important line. You cannot afford to miss a single day in building your, because here you are building your gratitude in all these chapters till 12 chapters, or in this book. You are trying to build your gratitude practices. So here she's saying that you cannot miss the single day. So you should be thankful. You have to put this into practice of saying thank you to your food and water. So your dreams depend on it. Okay. So she's saying that you cannot afford to miss a single day in your building your gratitude because your dreams, even if you say your dreams to it, whatever you want a house, you want a shop, you want a building, you want a car, dream car. The moment you're eating food and you have to say, thank you, my food, for bringing this car to me. Thank you, my food, for bringing this house to me. So that is how you are building your dreams, because you're telling the food and that food is storing that memory in yourselves. So being grateful for the simple things in the life like food and water is one of the deepest expressions of gratitude. And when you can feel that degree of gratitude, you will see the magic happen. Magic practice number 8. The magic ingredients. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessings as you can. Before you eat or drink anything today, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink, and in your mind or loud, say the magic words, thank you. So if you want, you can sprinkle your food or drink with the magic dust. Like how I showed you, magic dust, you can just say saying like that, thank you, my healthy food, thank you give for the food for giving me good health. Thank you, this food is nourishing me. I have kept one catchy line, that this food is nourishing me. That is what I get connected to. So I always speak that line to the food. So if you want, you can sprinkle your food or drink with the magic dust. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So here we end the chapter. Next, again, tomorrow's chapter is very important. Very important. Tomorrow's chapter is money magnet. Wow, amazing. Yes. So, how was the session today? I hope you all realized the realization of how important it is, to be thankful to the food
Excuse
we.
me. Sorry to interrupt. Could you,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I was listening, but I was listening with my eyes closed, actually.
yeah, tell
So
me.
I didn't, can you just show, demonstrate how do you sprinkle the magic dust?
Yeah. See, what you do is like how we do this, you know, like how you're sprinkling something, like that.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what you do is you take your two hands and you say, thank you for the food you for healing me. Thank you. This food is nourishing me. Thank you. The food, my house is coming to me. Thank you. Money is coming to me. So if you want money, so initially I just said thank you to the food that it is nourishing me because I am more conscious for my health.
Okay,
So
got
I'll
it.
say to the food and the water only these things that this. Then water, yes, morning when we do now we do the advanced practices. So in the morning we do say to the water about our dreams. We talk about our dreams to the water. Whatever you want. Suppose you want a shop, or you want a house, or you want a car. So you speak to the water because you have to look at the water for some time, observe the water. That is called the observer effect. So when you focus, on that, you are pouring your energy, you are looking into it, your eyes are looking into that water, you know. So that is why they say, this, we have started drinking that water from the mineral water, bottles when we travel. So we buy those mineral water and bottles and we are drinking water. So they say that it's not good to drink that water. Why? Because it's a stagnant water because it has been packed from a longer time. And we hesitate to, when we go out, we travel, when there is water flowing from the waterfall, we hesitate to drink that water. But our mentor said, do try that water drinking, it will really heal you. So whenever you go out, usually I go to Lonavala when there is rainy season, when there is those waterfalls, I and Hussein go for a long climb, we go for a rounds. So that time they say that, you should go and drink that water. We hesitate to drink that water, which is falling right from on the top, from the waterfalls. We hesitate thinking that it might be dirty, but they say that is the purest form of water. And that is why, I'll tell you what I did now also when I went in Bangkok. Whenever I was in the water, I did this abundance pose. This is called the abundance pose. So I did the abundance pause. And on 15th, I remember very well, it was Purnima. And that time, those energies affect me a lot. So I was having breakdown in my legs because traveling and everything. So the moment I went in the water, I still went in the water. I did not say, oh, it's paining and this and that. I stopped doing that now. I went in the water and I kept on going inside and telling water, you are healing me. I'm completely healed. I'm completely healed my legs. And it happens, whenever you go near water, try to do this. That is why I've started liking water a lot because I get connected with it a lot. So I like to be amongst, the trees and the water more. So if you are in the water, when you see the vast, this thing, you go to an island or you go to a sea, when you see that, you go to a beach, when you are in the water, just say to yourself that, the more vast the universe is, that vast my dreams are. The more vast the universe is, that far my dreams are getting achieved. So when you start saying those words, when you are in the water is hearing. They say the water has memory. The Japanese scientists, sorry, have proved that water has memory, but we do not believe it. So the moment you increase your belief, you will start seeing those results. Only when my belief increased, it took me like long time for practices. Yes, you have to be continuous into this practice. I am doing this book again and again, again and again. Whenever my mentors come up also with this book, I'm doing. Whoever is doing this book, I'm doing along with them also, because every time you do this book, I'm telling you, you are going to get a new opening. This is what each and everyone has told. Every time you do this book, you will get a new opening to yourself. You learn something new. Every time this book is done, you will learn something new. So I'm doing it every time.
Thank you, Maria.
The
Thanks for it.
water, food, you have to sprinkle this. And if you feel that you're not coming, you're not getting that feeling that you have that salt and pepper thing, right? Salt and
Yeah.
pepper can. So if you keep an empty can, with you of that type, and you just do like that to your food, get thank you for the food, thank you for the people who grow this food, and then you start saying your dreams also. So first you say thank you to the food, for the people who have grown, for the people who have cooked, and then you say the dream to it. So it is taking the memory. The food and the water is taking memory. So always keep a glass of water when you're having your food also. So whatever you're saying, your glass of water is also listening. So it will store that memory.
But not necessary you have to say it loud. You can say it in your
Yes, yes,
mind
you can
also,
say
right?
in your mind. Yes, you can say in your mind. Not necessary you have to say loud, because some people they say pagal log hai, and some people might say, because when you're out in the restaurant and all, it's not possible to say loudly, right?
No, I care at tuppence for what others might say
Uh,
generally, but it's generally that it may disturb their thought line or whatever,
then
when we
my
say it
children
loud.
had also told me when I had started these practices, I was continuously in 12 hours morning, then again in the afternoon, then again in the 2 to 4 session, and again at the night sessions. So they were telling, Mummy pagal ho gayi hai. And I said, okay, मैं पागल हूँ. So when you start accepting that, it becomes more easy. So you feel that your practices are really right. Because these practices are really magical, and I was had having a very logical mind, and I never believed it. I really never believed it, because ये कैसे हो सकता है यार ऐसा करने से. But then when I did the deeper practices, and when I understood the way of doing the practices, then the belief system increased. So it is like all about belief. Only when your belief is there, you will be able to achieve everything. So
Right.
believe, achieve. It's that way.
Thank you.
So, many of you are interested for the Sunday session. Please let me know. Would you like to do writing practice for 2 hours continuously on health?
Yes.
So, yeah, you have already said yes. I want to know from the other people also, because then only I'll keep the session if there are at least 10 people or something.
Maria, then now I feel after this 28 days, no, maybe I'll join. Now it wouldn't
Okay.
be possible for me.
Okay, we'll do. Then we
Same
will.
here, ma'am.
Okay,
Maria
so
ji, same here.
what then we will do it. Then maybe after a week or two, we will see if we are able to do one practice. I want to just teach one demo practice of it, so that you know how to do practices, concentrated practices for any area of your dreams or health, or relationships, anything.
We'll definitely. Yes,
That is
just
why I
give
was
us some
taking.
time, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
not
we
a
are just
problem.
getting into the groove of
Yeah,
these
I can
8 days,
understand. I can understand. That's why I
and
said keep on telling to yourself, I have abundance of time. I have abundance of time, because that is what is one thing which is taking, which takes us away, or which takes away our motivation, because we fall short of time. But the moment you will start telling your mind, I have abundance of time, you will automatically remove
definitely,
time,
Sure,
sure.
definitely.
Okay. Anything else coming to your mind?
See,
Nothing, ma'am.
one incident, one thing I can say from childhood. Can I
Yeah.
speak, Maria?
Yes, yes, please.
Yeah. See, childhood days, I used to go to my grandmother's house. That is my mom's house, my Nana Nani's house.
Hmm.
So those days I was just sitting in the veranda and playing around. But
Mhm.
I was watching, my grandmother and grandfather. He used to be whenever he was free, he was be in the garden, where the plants are there, trees are there. And then he used to water morning and evening, and then he used to be there for so long. And I was wondering, and his mouth, I could see that his mouth was moving. So I was wondering, what is this Nano doing there?
Hmm.
All the time he's spending time. So then after some time when I went inside, we were everybody, Nani and everybody was serving food. So they all asked, where is Nanu? I said, he is outside. So they all started speaking among themselves. अच्छा वो बात करने गए होंगे.
Yeah.
He must be talking, like that. So I was wondering, talking to plants, like, then after many years, the same thing happened when Mananu expired. Nani was there. So some visitors came, and then they asked, where is your grandmother? Where is Nani ka hai?
Mhm.
So everybody said, वो तो किधर भी दिखेगा नहीं, वो तो झाड़ के पास ही दिखेगा.
Hmm.
And it so happened, those days I just went to call my Nani, and I could see the, plants and everything, just swaying, and that, happiness in them. That I could feel that, something, that wind and that particular area was full of happiness, and the leaves were moving, and, some freshness in that place, I could feel, I really felt that. That time I was thinking, why is that this place is having that kind of an effect, Then after thinking, then I realized I talked to my mother also. I was like, yeah, whenever they are free, they like to talk to the plants and trees. And that would be the reason maybe the trees and plants are growing so well. Like you never see any leaf, very sukha or dried up or something like that. They always fresh, look you get. So then this now, when, as you are saying, no, when you look at the thing and speak, so maybe that thing has got that as a placebo effect, what you said. So
You
now I'm trying to
that
able to
is
connect that.
observer effect, not
Yeah,
placebo.
okay,
Placebo is
observer
something
effect.
you just create. This is observer effect. So
Okay.
that is what even I do with my plants. When I'm watering them, no, I talk to them.
Hmm.
Please
Hmm.
grow
Hmm.
well. I'm
Acha.
falling short of giving you something. And some people feel that we are doing madness. And
Hmm.
our mentor has also taught, one thing, why we should be near nature more. Or,
Hmm.
whenever you go, I'll send you one picture of mine in Bangkok. Also, I removed, catching the tree.
Okay.
What is like, they had said ki whenever you go near trees or, huge trees and you have a trunk. So even she said that whenever you go to walk or, when you see a big tree and you're going every day there, so start making it your friend. So you just catch the bark of the tree and, just say thank you to it. And you know how you whisper to your friend or to the child when you want to say something jokey something, when you say how you whisper in the ear, that way you whisper to that tree your dream. So I did that also in Bangkok, because there was nice trees and everything, coconut trees and everything. So that is how you speak to the trees also, your dream. You catch the trees, the bark, and you say your dream so that they listen to you. They say that these elements of nature, we have not got connected because we were not taught that, right? But you see the people who stay, in these jungles, or those rishi munis and everyone who are, doing this tapasya, they stay without food and everything for so many days. So how they are managing? So it is amazing. There are people who do this also. We have, like, there's one rishi who's living more than 116 years, I think now. He's of 116 years, and he was seen in the eyes, in between there was a news about him. So imagine how they might be staying. So nature has everything, to heal, to give us everything, but we are not connected, we are so into our rooms, our buildings, our house, mine, that we have never seen what things we have got free, and which are there to help us. So nature is one thing, which you should be always connected. That is why I started liking being, with water and nature, trees. Where there are trees, I love to be there, like I enjoy being there because the fresh air, and then, you can speak to them. There was that one poem which we used to learn, na? I walked lonely. Some William Wordsworth ka, there was a poem in the school we used to learn. So even if you are walking lonely in those woods and going through, you will never feel require anyone's company. It becomes that good. So you should be connected. So there are practices which we have done for the nature, everything, and we have been grateful for each and every element of the earth, of the universe, all the five elements. We have practiced lots of gratitude for that. So there are different things to remember, because it's not only that we having earth, but there are so many things through that we get. So if you recall, when you sit all alone, that is why we do gratitude, concentrated gratitude practices, because in that we make you recall all the things, to understand what we have got. So these five elements are very important. So whenever you go near the gas, when you start cooking, say thankful to your gas. Whenever you are cutting vegetables, say thankful to your knife. Say thankful to your mixer, because that is very important. So you're making chapati, you are kneading the dough. Say thank you for it, for every time, that this food is nourishing my family. Every time when you're cooking, also just the ladies, when they are in the kitchen, they can do that. That this food is nourishing my family. My family's health is really very good. So when you're cooking, you can say that also. See, ancient people have been doing, the old ladies of our family. If you go to see your mother-in-law's mother-in-law, and everyone might have been, you might have heard that they were doing this when they were cooking food, or making chapatis or something. But we have forgotten all those things. So it's like how you feel, how much feeling you create in your gratitude, and whatever you feel grateful for. So now, to when I have now come into that practice, it takes time. That is what I'm telling you. So don't expect, miraculous result in 1 day or 2 days. It takes time. Yes, definitely you'll start seeing small things. If your practices are really thorough, then you will start seeing the results, at least the smaller ones. So because now we are doing for the bigger results. Okay, now I want to take this practices to the schools. So I am working on that dream. Okay, I want the gratitude to come into the schools right from the childhood. So I want to start doing that. So I'm writing for that dream of mine. So it depends upon what you are looking at, and what you want in life. But gratitude is the one thread, you can catch and keep the moment you leave. I'm telling you, it happens, the day you forget. For me, to now, the moment I forget, na, as I get a thappad from the universe from up, you know. Ki, see, you forgot this. See, you forgot today to say thank you. See, you forgot this. And I experimented very small things, even getting into the metro, getting into the RIC, with the teacher is not listening to me, in the front end, and she's not giving the time and she's wasting my time. I say thank you for that also. And the moment, immediately the things start happening. So that is what I have done, instead of getting angry, first I used to get angry, people are not listening. I'm wasting my time. I'm coming here for observation, and they are into their work. But now what I've started doing is I'm using my magic parts, in my mind. And automatically the things are changing. So I'm experiencing also that. So very true you said about your childhood experience of your nana nani, because that is really that is what people didn't knew all this, because and people felt that these people are mad. They're always talking to the plants, they're always talking to the trees. But
Mm.
the people who really knew about it, they might be having some knowledge about it, might have really understood. Because see, there are people who have done this. There are if you have heard of M.F. Hussain also, when he used to talk to his paintings, whenever he painted, because and if you read about him also, no, he did not have many people as friends. Okay, so he spoke more to his paintings. So whenever he did his paintings, he used to speak to them. So we create our own worlds how we want, and wherever we are comfortable. We might be treated as mad, we might be called as mad people or anything, but I swear by this book, and I've really understood the deepest knowledge. So that is why I've become very thankful, even for the smallest thing, even for the shoes I wear. Every day I put my slippers, I say, thank you. I've got slippers to wear. So whatever, you have your chappals, you have your slippers, you have shoes. So many types of shoes you have. It's not you have only one chappal. You might be having a sport shoes, right? When you're going out. So you have a sport shoes. You might be having a sandals which you wear for your marriage. functions. So there are so many things, and we are just cribbing. And now at the end of the year, we start scanning the whole year, throughout the whole year, what are the things what we have got, what are the things, which have happened good to us. So because the more you are talking about good things, you are increasing that, because you're being thankful for the good things which has happened. So universe also says she's very happy of what I've given. So if universe starts giving you more, so the more happy you are for all the things which you're having. So from the January till now, it's November, because now December is going to start from tomorrow. So how many things, whatever you have got till now, whenever you're getting time, sit, start having gratitude about it, what you have got throughout the year. January mein kya hua? Scan. It becomes difficult, because even for the smallest thing, you have to go and recall so many things, what you need to do.
Maria, one more question I need to ask.
Yeah.
See, like as you said, write it every day. Thank you, right? And we are writing in a book, correct? So, minute that we have completed one book, then the second book, third book. So, can we put these books in the Rati, or we need to keep it with us only? What is it? How is it?
See, these books you keep it, because if you have written few things, your dreams also in that, or so at least for some time at least keep. Then you can you can burn it also, or if you are comfortable giving in Raddi, because I don't give it in Raddi. I keep for some time and then I put it in the water. Basically, I have lots and lots of books, because what happens is, when any of your thing, if you have written any dreams on that, right? And those dreams get fulfilled maybe after a year
Mm.
or after 2 years. It was a very big dream which you had written and it got fulfilled after 2 years. So whenever you'll open that book, now you'll remember, oh, I had written this dream and it has already got fulfilled. And there will be some things which have already got fulfilled and you have not paid attention to, that you had written about it. So it is better to keep at least some books. I keep as a memory, because then I go back and see what I had written. Oh, I had
Okay.
written this. Okay, that way.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Anything else? So we close the session.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
thank
Have
you,
a nice
everyone.
weekend.
Same to you. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone, for joining the session. So God bless you all. May you all enjoy. Have a nice weekend and keep smiling when you're writing your gratitude practices. Okay. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.